Hello, Cancer. Welcome in. Welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. I'm doing a psychic tarot reading for Cancers, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Cross watchers are welcome. Looking at the energy of February 2025. So, let's dive right in. All right, Cancer. The overall energy of your reading is the Knight of Swords. Looks like he's cutting through the clouds, creating clarity, happiness. Feels like a lot of clarity coming in. Feels like you might be rushing something, trying to create this clarity. Yeah, Seven of Swords. There's something here. It feels like there's a bit of a battle here. You're being tactical, saying less, but there's something that you're trying to cut through, some type of deception and bring in the clarity into this situation in February. Okay. There's something, a slowdown. Something has slowed down. You don't feel like you have a lot of options. There's not a lot of energy. Feels like your focus is on something in your mental body, something you're thinking about, something you're having to communicate less about, needing to be tactical. Feels like you're very focused on trying to make the Knight of Swords trying to kind of make something happen. Feels like there's some truth, some clarity that you're wanting to come through. Okay. Someone has created a false narrative about you. Some type of lie. Now I get it. Why you're wanting to clear up this lie, this deception. It's whatever this lie is, this false reality someone created, it's around your pentacles. It feels like it's affecting your business or affecting your abundance. So whatever this false narrative is, it feels like someone is trying to purposely this is much broader than what I was looking at. This is talking about maybe in your lifetime, Cancer, this has been an issue. Someone creating a false narrative about you, lies about you that has been destabilizing. And up until now, it feels like that's been the story. What you've been dealing with is lies about you, deceptions about you, that you're not abundant, that you're not talented, that you can't make it on your own, that you're difficult to work with, that nobody wants to work with you. It feels like I can see why there's such a focus of, it feels like you've had it, Cancer. I've had it with people being able to create some type of narrative about you. It feels like this has plagued you in this lifetime, and it feels like you've had it It feels like you're addressing this. It's like you've had enough of these lies. Who's telling? Thank you. Oh. Okay, so there's a broken contract. Okay, this is quite a story. Okay. Wow, you're showing up very different than you have in the past. There's something about you, Cancer, what's going on with you internally. It looks like a shift. Boy, you've had it. Someone broke a contract with you and created injustice. It looks like they also created a lot of toxicity around this. There's some type of immaturity here. Public. Feels like this person, part of this plot, some broken contract and injustice, is there's part of it to try to get you to act out of character, act from an immature space, act from your anger, from disruption. It doesn't look like this is working. You're showing up as very solid. You're taking the lead on this. You, boy, very solid, very confident within yourself, and you're giving off outwardly, not to be messed with. This is a big shift in your energy. It feels like until this, Cancer, people felt very comfortable, and it feels like that might be your story. Maybe this has been part of your story, people lying on you, taking advantage of you, telling lies, and that's just followed you around. This story of people taking advantage of you when they need to, when they feel permission, and it feels like you might have give off that vulnerability vibe. And so it looks like you're addressing that. No longer, not accepting. What was the broken contract? What does Cancer need to know about this broken contract? Anything Cancer needs to know about the broken contract? Thank you. The court. Oh. Okay. There's a broken contract. I think someone thought you would just let this go, that you wouldn't pursue this deception, this injustice. Main female. Expectation. I get I think that someone thought they could break a contract with you, take advantage of you. They just expected this is acceptable behavior. There was something about how you were running your energy whenever this contract was broken, and they thought, I can create this injustice. Cancer's not going to do anything. They're going to tolerate it, take it. They can't, they just expected you to roll over. It feels like you're not rolling over. It feels like you want the truth. You're With that Knight of Swords, you're willing to cut through the lies, through whatever, to bring this clarity. Wow, big luck. I also get the feeling that if you pursue this broken contract, you take it to court. It feels like in feminine energy, main female, divine feminine energy, receptive, allowing. It's interesting because we've got a lot of solid masculine energy showing up with the Emperor, and then main female energy. So it feels like you're very balanced in your masculine and feminine. It feels like you're expecting good luck. It feels like you have the receipts. It feels like someone thought they could just lie and break a contract with you. And you have the receipts. You have the truth. It feels like it might be hard on some level for you to speak up and to speak your truth. That this might feel very new to you, to speak truths, to injustices, to trauma. So it feels like it might be scary, but it feels like you're letting your voice shake anyway. You've got the receipts, you've got the truth on your side. It feels like what you're really battling is that old story and telling a new story. What's that new story? I'm balanced. I'm divinely protected. I'm divinely guided. I stand up for myself. I speak truth. What's mine is for me, and nobody can take what's mine. Feels like these kind of mantras. And there's also something about releasing expectations. There's something about the activity of standing up for yourself without needing some type of winning of expectation. Feels like that might energetically help you. All right, Cancer. In what's hidden, we have death reversed. Someone doesn't want something to end. Something isn't ending. Four of Wands reversed, Six of Cups. Look at that Six of Cups. This illustration, it feels like family, it feels like the way you were raised is to accept less than treatment and be happy. You need to be happy about being treated less. Hey, I'm really cold here in this water. No. Hi, that's where I want you. What's wrong with you that you don't perceive this as loving? Well, I'm just really cold. I would like to be on the same solid ground you are. Something's wrong with you that you don't. It's those kind of gaslighting. Feels like people gaslit you into being very vulnerable, being bullied. That somehow that was okayed in your family of origin, and it's led to a lot of unhappiness. Maybe even in romantic relationships, you kept playing out this kick me sign on your back, bullying, people feeling that it's okay to take advantage of you. And it's created a lot of unhappiness, even in your relationship space. Okay, for some of you, there's something about this story of woe, of being picked on, of being vulnerable, of being a victim, that it's time to let go of this story. You got to tell a different story to get a different result. You can't keep that story of victimization going and have a different result. You got to change that story, change how you're perceiving things. It's up to you. You might have had this idealized belief, Cancer, that someday someone will come out and save you and rescue you. And then your story would change and you would have, but the story doesn't change from outside. The story, everything changes from inside, from within. You change a belief. You change something, change that story. So those of you who don't want to let that victimization story, if it's hard to let go of that story, if it's so loud in your space that you don't know how to tell a different story, that's a good place to start, letting go of that story. How is this victimization story benefiting me? Why am I resistant to letting it go? How can I tell? These are all really good. Yes. 9 of Cups. There's a need to stop telling that old story the same way you've been telling it since childhood and retell it so you're from an aligned space. Instead of things happen to me, I have no control, everything happens for me. Everything has happened for me. And my job is to perceive it like that. If I have the view, if I perceive my life as happening to me and I have no control over that, then that's how you experience it. If you switch that lens and you have a belief and create that belief strongly in your space that everything that's happening is happening for me. So something uncomfortable, something unwanted happened. How can I perceive it so it really can work for me? How can I perceive what happened and use it so it does work for me? How can I learn from it? How can I grow from it? How can I have a perspective shift so what's happened works for me? It feels like that is a fantastic place to start. Focusing on your alignment, focusing on what you prefer, what you want. There's a lot of blessings coming in. It feels like as you change the story and as you embody stepping into taking the lead, taking the authority, standing up for yourself, staying grounded in the present, being tactical, speaking your truth to injustices. It feels like it, as uncomfortable as this might be, it changes everything. It feels like you let that old story go and you feel light. You feel happiness because you feel very capable in taking care of yourself. So then you're not worried, walking around worried about who's next going to take advantage of you. You recognize a new story. I can stand up for myself. People can try things, but I love standing up for myself. I love protecting what's mine. Wow. Holy cat. So Knight of Swords in reverse, the opposite. Someone has been trying to tell some story, some lies that you are trying to reveal the truth of. And with Ace of Pentacles and Star card, it looks like it's working. That's what's hidden. You've become aligned. You tell a different story. And so you're changing 111 on the clock. You're having a new opportunity. Tangible. It feels like the pentacle, the Ace of Pentacles, is a seed of potential, a new opportunity coming up in your 3D. Yeah, okay, so once you change that story and start changing it within you and acting, embodying that new version of you, standing up, speaking your truth to injustices and broken contracts, it looks like it shifts things. It feels like there's a new story. People can't take advantage of me. People can't lie on me. It feels like there's a real opportunity to get back whatever you lost here financially. And it feels good inside. It feels like whatever the story is, whatever's going on right now about this, is nothing next to how it feels just in your spirit to show up differently, telling a different story, being a different story. Wow. Very empowering, Cancer. All right, in the outcome and advice, we have the Eight of Pentacles. Busy beaver here. Okay. This is, again, it feels like something about you speaking your truth, being tactical, standing up to broken contracts and injustices, taking the lead, changing your story. It also affects your finances in a positive way. It says, what's mine is for me. I'm not vulnerable. There's outcome and advice for Cancer. Thank you. Okay. This is talking about whoever was reckless. Ooh, throat chakra. This feels like someone was foolish and reckless. Thought they didn't realize you were about ready to shift this. They thought that they could play you. Take advantage of this kick me sign, this vulnerability, this story that you have of people take advantage of me. Dang. Indeed. All right, so they were reckless, foolish. They thought that you were unstable, that you didn't have resources, that you didn't have the fire. They thought you would roll over and take it, which maybe in the past that was what you did, but they thought that they could get you to dim your light. That's what people would do. They would turn on you, make you feel insecure, make you feel alone, make you feel vulnerable, and you would just dim your light and go away, become smaller, become a less, take it, tolerate it, accept this type of treatment. There's something that you've learned, an enlightenment. Yeah, there's something, Cancer, inside of you, something rising within you, leadership, a fire, a passion, and not going to tolerate this any longer. And it has an amazing effect. It feels like once you change your story, once you stand up to whoever this is and show yourself the new version of you, that you can embody this emperor energy, you can stay grounded, then it feels like a lot more abundance flows into your experience. Then you know, I can hold my own. People can't take from me. And so you then Then Cancer, you're giving off this signal. The same way at the beginning I was saying how you were giving off some type of signal. Kick me sign that it's okay to take from me, that I won't do anything, that I won't fight, that I'll go away, I'll be quiet, I'll take it, I'll tolerate it. And there's something here, once you shift that internal story, people can tell that. People can tell that you stand on business and people want to invest in you. You have more abundance that comes in, more people who want to work with you because you're not vulnerable. You know how to stand up for yourself. You've shifted your story. And it feels like, wow, what an amazing month. Feels very empowering. Feels like a new you, a new version of you that you're kicking the tires and like showing up in a very profound and different way. Wow. All right, Cancer, that's your reading. I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much for being here. Have a great February.